Right, I was here. Mamu nyina makwaba ye transfer for ye di enkomo ahodo nsem hodo abeto jo ye transfer na ye di nkomo ebi efa kese na afa ye amana na yekoto aba 2020 nipa makomako enwotu bi omoto na nanu wonse do e wotachiman south no e kame akwese sansem no ndi semanyoko no abere bi ombegina simpi ne abaso bi ombekasa bia no omo kasa ansem na enya asem ketwanam so ama Sammi Gyamfi ene NDC communicators ne sentrofo aye hyimu ede nsem hodo de atodwa ede fa sa nipa makomako enwotu omoto na nanu wonse do no omo sempanfo hwenu mu mfom nan si fom na omonya nsem no esoso emu ehwehwemu omo de nchemu pi na ede atu edwa busuyenko 19 nsem hodo a yura Sammi Gyamfi ana fa so NDC ne omo press for meeting ahodo a course no yenkotie bi ye ba be transfer faith.
Ghanaians still await justice for the 8 innocent Ghanaians who were shot and killed during the 2020 elections, including those shot in broad daylight at Techiman South. We have not forgotten how in Abronye, in Banda, an innocent teacher trainee who doubles as an evangelist called Silas was stabbed and murdered in cold blood by MPP hoodlums. Until date, the perpetrators are walking free. And as a result, today you have a useless character, a buffoon like Abronye, who goes to Banda, the very place the young man was murdered. Not too long ago, a few days ago, he goes to that place and he says that in this year's election, more people will be murdered than we saw at Techiman. Well, I have news for him. If he tries anything silly, he will not live to see the aftermath of this year's election. Because the people of this country will not sit aloof and allow innocent Ghanaians to be murdered. I'm just coming from Banda, where I concluded my Bono tour. And if you go there today, the police commander there and the electoral commission district officer have all been transferred. They've all been transferred and new people brought there for obvious reasons. And you should see the kind of tensions that are beginning to rise in the area. This is not what we want for Ghana. Elections are about counting hairs and not cutting hairs. No single person in Ghana must lose their life because of an election. Because this is about the people's free will to decide for themselves those they deem fit to lead them. So we are calling on the Inspector General of Police, who is the chairman of the Election Security Task Force, not to allow any persons to usurp his authority. The IGP and the Election Security Task Force must get to the bottom of this election rigging plot and stop Brigadier General Opoku and his stacks from embarking on another Techiman-styled killings. The IGP owes a duty to the people of Ghana to be firm and fair-minded to ensure peace during and after the December 7th elections. In this regard, we in the NDC assure him of our fullest cooperation. We also call on the Chief of Defense Staff to institute investigations into these important issues and bring Brigadier General Opoku to book. We are aware that as we speak, he is sabotaging him because he has the backing of a Akufo-Addo. And so he doesn't respect upon paper. He has been promised that help us maim, intimidate, harass, kill people so that the MPP can rig the election. And when we win, you'll be made CDS. And so he doesn't even give a hoot about the CDS. But the CDS owes a duty to Ghana and the oath he has sworn to put his foot down and ensure that this guy is called to order. The NDC and by extension the people of Ghana will hold the IGP and the Chief of Defense Staff and our security heads responsible for the loss of a single life in the 2024 general elections. As I have already said, elections are about counting hairs and not cutting hairs. No person must lose his or her life on the altar of elections. Friends from the media, peace has a price. And all of us, well-meaning Ghanaians, must be prepared to pay that price for peace to prevail in Ghana before, during, and after the 2024 general elections. One of the ways to preserve the peace and stability of Ghana is to join hands in condemning persons who have the tendency and proclivity of compromising free, fair, and peaceful elections. With barely 18 days to the December 7th polls, the NDC is confident, 100% confident of a resounding victory if the elections are free, fair, and peaceful. This is because the NDC has a superior presidential candidate with a superior vision and message, backed by a superior proven track record. The upcoming election is a choice between a trustworthy, reliable, and honest leader in the person of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama against the dishonest, discredited, unrepentant, pathological liar and common Alhaji Bawumia. We in the NDC have no doubt that Ghanaians will choose an honest leader who upholds the virtues of truth, decency, and candor in public life over one who is completely allergic to the truth. The December 7th polls is a choice. And listen to me carefully. Those of you who love your children, December 7th polls is a choice between a political party, the NDC, that truly believes in the promotion of proper human sexual rights and family values for the protection of the innocence of our children. And on the other hand, a political party, the NPP, that supports the promotion of LGBTQ++, hence the refusal of their leader to sign the anti-LGBTQ++ bill into law. This election is a choice between the nation builder, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, as against the failed economist, Alhaji Bawumia. It is not about violence. It is a choice between President Mahama, who bequeathed a solid economy with a stable credit rating of B-, sustainable public debt, and strong economic buffers, as compared to the failed economist Alhaji Bawumia, who has borrowed Ghana into bankruptcy and supervised the near collapse of the Ghanaian economy. Friends, our dear nation is at a crossroads and requires an urgent reset. We don't need violence. What we need is an urgent reset. Not only have the Akufo-Addo Bawumia NPP government failed to keep almost all their flagship promises to Ghanaians, but they have totally run down Ghana's economy, leading to unprecedented hardships and an ever-worsening standard of living. Ghanaians need the experience and steady pair of hands His Excellency John Dramani Mahama offers. His proven track record of sound economic management and the right transformational vision is what Ghana needs at a time such as this to steer us out of the current abyss we find ourselves. We in the NDC are convinced that Ghanaians will vote for change on December 7th. You can say amen to that. Amen. Because the people of Ghana will choose experienced, tried and tested nation builder John Dramani Mahama over the dangerous and fraudulent experiment called Alhaji Bawumia. The NPP knows this, and seeing defeat staring at them in the face, have resorted to dark and evil plans to rig the election through ballot stuffing, the swapping of ballot boxes, pinches, and other shady activities using willing and dangerous collaborators like Brigadier General Opoku and the 2BN commanding officer, Lieutenant Colonel Nyako Osai. Ladies and gentlemen, Ghana is all we have. Hence the NDC's unconditional commitment to peace. Anyone who plots or attempts to subvert the will of the people by undermining the sanctity of the upcoming election is an enemy of the state and must be dealt with in accordance with law. We all owe it a sacred duty to God and country to expose and stop such characters so as to ensure that the peace and democracy we enjoy today is sustained. Thank you very much for your attention, and may God bless our homeland Ghana.
Right, I was saying international face and some chebu ye di ehon enko bo money aso do comment and so e go comment section as afi wa like question afoforo eso so enya bi ahwe na ye di comment.
I think say Techiman South and sense it's becoming too much. So what I say? Yeah. It's becoming too much. I said it looks as if that's a amount for message to give to people. That no come now. Me ma count has several times said Techiman wo na buy no. Wo ne nipa half kurewu me kind of from say it's one too many.
Yeah.
What I say nipa kurewu a yare hosham. And say obi papa ekope to me akodi ne V8 the wo no be say mu e condition Russia wo na kukukuru wa betwam na so obi kohwere ne nkwa America adu akokko aduane ko wa ni bi o de kom na kwa sama there sabe wa sama kenken no je kwanti epeduane edi so wo wuni na epeduane say di ko de kom na kwa sama etu wo de I don't think say ade was say ye kotwa ba ne nipewu eye nkwasi asem kura say be sa ade. However, me frɛ bibi actions and reactions. Say bibi na esi ansa na bibi so asi. Ada na de bia owo na ba na ye ka. Na mu de ade owo na ba de ye ja ka because ayi papa mpadu titifo no ba obonyum bi. Aso kukuru ni jaya kekre so be jaya awawa. So na me che no. Nti bibi na esi na bibi so asi. E wo sa enkonkodum pempen so se kakra bi asojani police na sojani tutu a pow meku nipa no it hasn't got into that but ade nyina ye hwe o TV so ye hu how I started here any ade etu na ade ma police fo na security agencies no as a whole no baby ameka ya mfa mo so mo mfa nkonwura mkoku mo twen o
Debi
ana mo mfa nkopɛ wansa me mfa mo mpusu ye di kura mo so obi na ade se okwa aburu baby o so oburu so a etu no nkasa e wo se amosa wo code of ethics yeah wo say etu kwa ansa na wonto no na ma warning shots bi ni ade ansa na obetutu no pa kwato ani ade and of course obi a wo TV bia hunu se de ade no start ye na se we na cho he ne ka sa asem wo se mi kuratu a ade ama me se me mfa nye se ye se me mfa nkwa hayo ye se me mfa mbɔ me ho ban in case se bi obi so efi na de so e ma se bi mframa ko gyina ni tirimu a na me de awen me ho na obi atambo na wato na watambo na wato na me de me gyina ho na me hwɛ no sɛ o me tutuo na e bekasa any ade me I didn't see the full video whether there was your friend saying warning shot and answer na warning shot but me nyɛ shot the police ni bia no or professional or me too so I know that really people agree me I don't think that was the case yeah we omo hwɛ video hwɛ hɔ a hu aboba pa egu hɔ no mu a na enya aboba ketewa so baby I kana nipa motu ye na ye nka ho hwe yes bad say minim how far it has been but nipa no mo accusation no they are not also the right people to do that accusation because under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama 2020 ya mkoto abaya mo de enipa ma ya wo mosome nkono egu cargo truck ama ebemuni ama nipa fo at once ebi satete ebi ani tutu eno nso no mo as a part what have they done about it and as any people no wu SARS den to mo de no mo ye sabe mo ye nwan to mu anya hwe ana you know it's about time and medical
because had to myself today in the video record here can say no na me
exactly
you to no mum na na
pablo
bro aposi for
na o to go me create na dem ansam fa nka me to no na nka me pa cho me do de no Mahama nyame fa na crazy me nka na busuafo the chobwase ye kunu we de na nkofo kan na obi etu sha ho na wan tutu ana wan tutu no mabu aku the same thing sanka police for ya nye sa even though say I don't know how etu no ya e kan obi whatever way Em se na kwa koduru stream ko ora abo ande bu na nya abo baketwa ntutu za kwa kodum pempen so bi o se atutu na obi hu kananka ejai and of course the truth to say ade no su jai ye ene ade eti me doma ama wu ye no ebi mu ka so se bi o abushafo mfa nche ne watini ene tu se no ma ya bu na kunu asojafo yo sa principal yo mo so techiman south di za ko mu nya ho ye ni ena ka ko jimi ba ko ma bo so na ti pan na obu hwe ya na soja ni na police for amanya professor watena ma ya de boa bo wakum so enti no NDC for ni other political parties ni na party bia no omo enya isade ba yen sekire nka no kura wasem ne mu no ota se me why say atente ho tu ato ehuru trader we backyard ho de na esi ya no people were coming to support you cheer you up sanka omo yen de na ma ba what have you done about it ana me bacho owo no se ka abo card ho etuo bo nsuo fawa e pa chende ana ni wo no nyewu ana
ewo bia
se wo bia ya se bi se tuo kwa da se bi previous so e bo wa power card no furu mu na ukọ na wa rasa card wa ko make ayi se cargo kana eda utish na nyanwu na o te so as wo just picture it it wo bia nti mama no kwa asa de mo ewu tachima no de mo ye special ni mo ewu ayi card wo ko hwe won de mo de mo ye nkokọ nti mo ewu anya hwe Umunya saa ayi no ye beto aba atwam munya security authorities na omunya ho adwuma because eno no nkofa hwema Ghana ni bi ekoto aba na wo hwe na setram office asetram no mu aye den abro so se wo sesa aban a ko na fa kotua so panyan na hwe se nipa na ade ma no so no wo ba o record a cheso obebo wa na it's as simple as that nyense mu nkika na ebe se no mfa so bi ema
right abusuan so for adwenche ngu comment section ase efa ema ye yakra mo